Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Before I get into the video, I'd like to remind you if you like what I do, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when new content hits, hit that bell icon so you get the notification when I put new videos on YouTube. Also, if you feel the need to support me, hit me up on my Patreon at patreon.com/uncommonramen, capital U, capital R. I do all of this in my free time, so any amount of support will help me bring more of this content to you more often. Without further ado, I wanted to take a look at another Kickstarter that I received from Button Shy Games. I am really addicted to these solo play wallets because you can literally take them anywhere, and I mean, you could take them in your pocket. And so if you're traveling or you're just somewhere, you know, away from home and you're going to be there for some time and you're bored, this kind of gives you something you can do. um, Obviously if you're out camping, you could use this while you're camping too. So I just thought they're a really cool way to have a game, and not necessarily bring people into it that may not be interested in playing any games. So today we're going to take a look at the ROVE wallet game. ROVE is a acronym for Results Oriented Versatile Explorer. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I backed this because the little robot on here is super cute. I don't know what it is about that robot, this guy right here, but he's really cute, and I thought it was a really neat looking wallet game. I don't know if you know anything about the Button Shy wallet games, but there are quite a few of them. Most of them are solo. There are handfuls of them that require multiple players, but for the most part, they're solo. And so when I'm backing these projects, I kind of choose them based off of art style and description. And this was one of those where I kind of went with the art style specifically. It just looked like a really interesting, cute game. So we're going to jump in. The first wallet here is going to be the core game. So let's just take a look at them rules. That's fairly simple. I did some research, but I was fairly tired when I was reading this, so I wasn't able to catch the full thing. In the core game, you're going to receive mission cards and module cards. And the mission cards are double-sided. On one side, they have the mission that you're supposed to be completing, and on the other side, they have a whole bunch of move actions that you can take. And the move actions are used to modify the modules so that you can overcome whatever task is being done. So, for instance, right here, this is your mission, and this right here shows the diagram the way the modules are supposed to be. They start out in a 2x3 grid, and you want them to be like this step with this particular module sitting at the bottom right here, or bottom left here. And the way you do that is you use the the movement side of the mission cards, because you will draw a hand of those to move around the modules in the way that you need them. And you're supposed to complete, I think, what is it? 7 missions. Okay, so you complete 7 missions to win. Seems pretty simple. One of the other things I really liked about it is that when you when you have the modules sitting side by side like this, that they come up with this neat little landscape of some random planet. And don't get me wrong, I am kind of a huge fan of space-related games. My go-to genre is space-related games, so forgive me. I'm not the fantasy medieval type. I'm not the zombie type, although I do like zombie theme, but my go-to is space. Not everybody's cup of tea. So these are the missions, and like I said, they're double-sided. This is only half of them. There's another half that also includes the modules. So I'm going to go through these really quickly, kind of show you this is what the mission looks like, and this is what you're supposed to turn your modules into, with this module being at the head, so that you can complete this mission. And as you go through, they just kind of differ based on that. So this one is a bridge. We have ourselves a climb mission, a drill mission, haul, jump, learn, navigate. And then, like I said, on the back of these cards, you're going to have what you can use to move the modules. And knowing very little about, like I said, I was really tired when I was reading these rules, so I didn't finish them. So I don't really know what the number values or the symbol is. And I assume what this means is that you can move this blue module either here or here. And you can kind of see how they just change the type of module so that you can move it to a specific place to help you create the necessary module layout for that particular mission. Okay, so that is the first half of those. Still in the core set, and we still have 4 missions, so I'm going to pull the modules off to the side. So we have the recharge mission, the roll, scan, and transmit. And again, on the back, and then finally we have the modules. They do have 2 sides on the modules. One side, I believe, is a used side. Let me just see here. Swap any 2 modules. Yeah, okay. So if you have it flipped to this side, you won't be able to use it, because they all have their own abilities as well. And that's what you get with the core set. Now, I think it's really cool about this is that they actually have a lot of variability for this. It goes in this little wallet. You can take it anywhere. And honestly, the games are going to be super quick. And I think that you could variably say that this probably won't be the same game twice. But just in case, they have released a ton of expansions for it, and one of these expansions actually introduces a whole new set of modules that we'll be taking a look at as well. I think the first thing we're going to take a look at, though, is just the expansion collection. Some of these, I think Fascinating Flora and Reconfigured, which are these 2, were expansions that already existed for it for probably a previous Kickstarter. But this is all new stuff, if I remember correctly, and I could be completely wrong. Don't skewer me on the internet for this one. We're going to start out... Oh, I guess it's just called the Expansion Collection. Well, I guess we'll just take a look at the rules. There's quite a few different expansions in here, starting with Icy Incidents, and this just kind of goes over what you can expect in that 6-card expansion. Then we have Alien Activities, another 6-card expansion, and just kind of going into, what you should expect. And then finally we have Cosmic Crisis and what you should expect in there. On the back of this, we have a score log. Oh, and it just kind of tells you, based on your score, how well you did. Interesting. So we're going to take a look at... So there's 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 6 cards are Which expansion? These ones are the Cosmic Crisis expansion. So we have Absorb, Blast, Divert, Hover, Resist, and Warp. And then along the back of these, it just kind of... I don't know what that means. That's kind of scary, right? This is basically saying you cannot move this module in those areas. I don't know if I should be scared of that, or if that's a good thing. I feel like that screams challenge. All right, so that one was the Cosmic Crisis. The next one we're going to take a look at is the 6 cards for the Icy something or other. What was it called? Icy Incidents. Icy Incidents. So we got Break, Build, Explore, Melt, Play, Sled, which is the last of the Icy Incidents. On the back of here, we've got what? These modules are frozen. Oof. Okay, so I can see some difficulties happening here. Obviously, machinery doesn't work very well when it's frozen, so... Interesting. Okay, so that's Icy Incidents. So the last one on the list is going to be Alien Activities. There should be 6 cards here. We got ourselves Harvest, Entertain, Throw, Teach, Rescue, and Repair. All right, and then on the back here, oh, is it that each module has a different type of move? Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so that is the expansion collection. So this was the Cosmic Crisis, Icy Incidents, and Alien Activities expansions. So I'm just going to put these guys back in the wallet. Finally, we're going to take a look at these last 2. I don't... some of these look relatively big, so it might be a couple. No, it looks like there might be only 6 here. So we got Fascinating Flora, and like I said, Fascinating Flora, it's 6 cards here. I believe was released with the Kickstarter of ROVE, the original Kickstarter of ROVE. So this is not a new expansion. So this one, we have Swing, Smell, Pluck, Plant, Ignite, and Avoid. He's like camouflaging himself. I'm telling you, this robot is super cute. All right, and then we have the movement. There you go. So that is our fascinating Flora. So the last thing we're going to take a look at is going to be Reconfigured. Reconfigured added 6 new modules. And let's see what it says here. Download, finish, rewriting operating system, enhance core modules, upgrade complete. Welcome to ROVE 2.0. Before you play, choose one module of each type to use. Okay, so you basically have the choice of using the different modules here, but they just one for one replace the older module. And you do not have to use every one of these. So that's very interesting to me. So we have 6 new modules, all of which can be swapped out with the older modules. So you can play a mixture of the two, or you can play one or the other. And then the back side is just the used side. So that is Reconfigured. I think it's really cool because it does allow, if you've played this a bazillion times, a chance to get some new, fresh modules out there and a new, fresh challenge. With all of this content, you have a lot of replay value, and it literally takes up no space. You could bring all of this in your pocket and still not feel inconvenienced, if you will. So that is ROVE, the results-oriented versatile explorer. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. Also, keep in mind that, well, actually, they might not be doing it anymore. I don't know if the GameFound campaign, because they moved to GameFound as opposed to Kickstarter. But Button Shy they have a GameFound campaign for reprints up right now. So this would be a chance to get in there and get some of their wallet games. Unfortunately, ROVE will not be among those wallet games. And guys, did I ask about comments? Make sure to leave comments down below, but make sure they're positive, because if there are any negative comments, I'm just going to remove them. We don't need that here. And until next time, guys. Peace.